Of course, Nigeria's leading short film festival. Yeah, we have one for specifically short films. There's so many different creatives around Nigeria who have beautiful projects, and I do think you should apply or submit your film. You never know just how far it could get. I am talking about the festival Indie View. Now, it has found talented filmmakers over the years, and some of them have gone on to become some of the biggest names in Hollywood after starting out by making short films, just like today's guest, Taiwo Ogunnimo. Now, Taiwo is a recent winner at Indie View Festival, but her film, I Am the Lady Mama Described, while impressing the critics, it has also shocked audiences with its explicit subject matter. So let's find out more as Taiwo joins me right now live on the show. Taiwo, wow, let me start by saying that because I told you this, when we were chatting earlier. Because for me, when it comes to short films, I think it's so easy to lose its meaning when you get so wrapped up in the visual aspect of it because of how short it is. So for me, I have two ways to embrace it. I listen to it and then I watch it. And that's exactly what I did with your film. I listened and then I watched. And I found that listening to it, I'm glad I didn't watch because it was so good. I was more than satisfied just listening. And just to give a backstory for people watching the show, it takes us back to let me call it the Nigerian. I don't even want to say Nigerian because I can't relate to how Ethiopians deal with this. So I would say Nigerian. I thought I've said African, right? But maybe you can correct me on that. The Nigerian sexual orientation, that culture about how a woman is meant to be, how you're meant to be humble and calm and subtle and not speaking and just very, very unreal, if we're being honest, almost as if you have no personality, and how for a lot of women it has shaped a certain narrative for them as they've gone on to get married and live in their respective homes. So like I said, the entire film is almost like a letter that's been written about this young lady. You know what? Do us the honors. Tell us about the film. Because I feel like, I could go on about it because I loved it. So tell us about this film.
Thank you very much. The film is just about, actually, I wanted, my motive was to capture the cultural stereotypes in Africa. But I wouldn't say Africa, as you said. I wouldn't say Africa. I would say Nigeria. Because we have gone, this century has gone beyond what our parents are going through. Say, for instance, the movie, I buttress the sex education in Nigerian home, a typical Nigerian home. So I don't know about you, but me, my parents didn't teach me absolutely anything. They taught me the rudiments of some certain things, as the domestic, you have to be this certain person, you have to be that person, you have to be that person. But they did teach me some certain area of life, which at the end of the day, you see most parents judging teenagers online, judging things that they are seeing without checking their foundation. Now, let's talk about the foundation. To me, I believe sex education should be one of the things you teach your children if you want to. Because I don't know, parents, my parents, for instance, they are like a boundary for me. They teach me what to do. Even if I necessarily don't answer them in some area, it's going to be like a subconscious, I would have a subconscious of telling me, okay, this is the way that I should go. And if I go this way, I know that, okay, probably I'm doing the wrong thing. So to me, I just want the cultural stereotype of not teaching your children some certain things, the mental stability. We don't believe in some certain things in Africa, which has affected us up to this present moment.
Okay.
So this, hello?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay, so this movie actually just covers the African belief and what is happening in the world right now.
Okay.
So
Before we move on with this conversation, because I do have some more questions to ask you before you continue, we're going to take a quick break. I just wanted us to do a little preamble to this entire conversation, but it gets even deeper and more interesting. So you do want to stay with us. After the quick break, I'll have my guests with me and we'll get into the nitty-gritty of this epic short film. Stay with us.
As you adjust to the new realities for operating your business and engaging with your customers, let us help you transform your business into a digital powerhouse capable of adapting and taking advantage of today's opportunities. With our best-in-class array of digital solutions, you can conduct your business, receive payments from your customers, and perform transactions quickly, safely, and conveniently, because we've got you covered with the right people, technology, and service offerings. Contact us today and let us take your business to its zenith. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
Our music is one of our greatest exports, but our wildlife could be another great industry if we protect it for future generations.
Right now, it's threatened by illegal wildlife trade. So please, report wildlife crime and say no to illegal bushmeat.
Because poaching steals from us all.
Thanks for staying with us. We're still within the world of film and TV, and I have my guest here with me, and we are talking about your film, which of course won at this year's Indie Festival. So back to the meaning of the movie and why you chose to bring it out. You mentioned how, for lots of parents, sex education is a difficult, hard conversation. But what I picked from the film was it's not only a difficult, hard conversation, it's also an immensely downgraded conversation. I mean, when you're a teenager, for instance, there's a certain level to the level of detail you receive. When you're a preteen, let's say between the ages of 9 to 13, okay, maybe not that much information is necessary. 13 to 18, okay, not even 18, 13 to 15, 15 to 20, 20 to 25, 25 to 30, yes. I know some might argue with me and say, come on, at 25 to 30, what do you still need that education for? What are your thoughts on this?
Okay, that's why I said the foundation, because the foundation has to be there. You have to teach your children some certain things. Say, for instance, a 5-year-old child asking, you telling your 5-year-old child, say, don't sit on this uncle's lap. You have to tell them the reason why you don't want them to do that. But Africans, it feels like we push it. We don't, our parents don't tell us the reasons behind certain things. So the movie, for instance, I wrote it in a way that the mother didn't even tell the lady character, about anything at all until the first week of our getting married, and she told her own our own experience and said, this is how to do it. This is how to do it. And I also made it I also made it that the character was an obedient character. Obedient in the sense that she followed everything her mother did. And when she got married, everything was different. It was totally different. Our reality was totally different from her mother's reality. As a matter of fact, it contradicted it. And not that she was doing the wrong thing. That's not that she was doing the wrong thing in her marriage, but what her parents or what her mom told her was contradicting, and it felt like she wasn't the lady her mother wanted her to be. So, I mean, she fought with that demon. So what I'm saying in essence is that mothers, parents, I mean, we should lay the foundation. The foundation is very key. Lay the foundation. Tell your children what to do. At the age of 5, at the age of 5, you're expected to know how to drop something, expected to know how to drop a cup in the kitchen. And that's how it goes. That's how the errands, in quotes, goes. So why can't you just lay this foundation? Tell them, a 5-year-old child, I don't want you to do this because I don't want you to do this. Okay, in this part of the country that the world that I am in, the littlest thing, you can't tell a child something without the child asking you why I can't do this. So, I mean, I believe Africans, we should just try as much as possible to curb. There are so many things we ought to curb even in our homes before, what's the name, the teenagers, the preteens, the young adults goes outside to find themselves. You are able to curb everything from your house.
I get that. So let's talk about the festival now. I do want to know how you found it and what your experience was with Interview Festival.
First of all, this is my first short film, and got so good. I got an EMVCA. I got an EMVCA, and most of my friends just said, "Okay, you can drop this in some festival," and I bumped into Interview, and I think it's a wonderful festival. I mean, I thought I was literally the only one trying to make the short film be a thing, because I believe as a filmmaker, short film is for you to be able to write a short film and still pass your message through. I mean, it's even more than a feature film. So the platform Interview has given a great platform. I must say, it has given a great platform to people like me that just an individual, what's the name? An individual that just wants to do a short film, that just wants to make our voice heard. I mean, it has given me a very, very big platform. I wouldn't be here if it's not Interview. So.
That's amazing. I mean, for a lot of, because I have a couple of friends who are into short films as well, but there's this notion that it's a short film. How serious is it? You know, people don't take it as serious. Would you agree, or would you say that stereotype is beginning to change?
Well, I started short film making with an unserious motive. Actually, I love to write, and I just wanted my story out. But I think people are really taking short films seriously now, and I really hope platforms like Netflix, Premium, Amazon Prime should take this up. There are loads and loads of short film that really, really make sense. Let me put it in that word. That really makes sense. That really portrays African stories. I mean, for instance, I watched a short film, Onjiale, All My Days. It's a wonderful short film. This short film should be out there. It should portray, I think short films portray Africans even more than feature films.
Well, Taiwo, I've got to say a big congratulations to you and on creating such a beautiful film that has been recognized. Of course, if you're wondering where you can also see the movie she just mentioned, Undiale, it's currently showing on Arise Play. So is hers. So feel free to subscribe to the platform, www.ariseplay.com. Watch it, enjoy it, appreciate it. Taiwo, I've got to say a big thank you to you as well for joining me on the show today. Good luck. Well, that is also all from all of us today right here, especially within the world of film.